Hey guys, what's cracking? It's Troy here for some more Spooktober thrills and spookiness. Whatever. So I was actually gonna play this game called Craven Manor, which looked a lot like a game called Asylum, which is like a horror game classic at this point. Anyways, yeah, every time I tried to load it, it just wouldn't load. I reinstalled it. I restarted my computer. I tried some stuff with my antivirus because that was something that used to be a thing. I don't know. I couldn't get the game to load, so I decided to give Wardwell House, if I could talk, a try here. Anyway, so the cool thing about this game, and you get this a lot with indie games, is that they got to be kind of creative with their art styles. But this one is put together with like I believe real photography, so it's kind of like Google Maps, like the way it's set up. This game is also available in a VR version for I think $1.19. But I already I was actually going to play this game last year for my Halloween stuff because I always try to play scary games around Halloween, but I just didn't get around to it. So I figured why not now? The other one's not working, so let's give this a go. Of course, if I would have did it last year, it would have been right around its release date, which probably would have been the smart thing to do. Lost in the woods for countless days. I think I'm losing it. Okay. Has some settings here. I'm just gonna try to close that. Okay. I think I'm losing. The water is not shallow enough for me to have run aground. How could I have drifted here? Look around by holding left mouse button, moving around, zoom in, or out by right clicking. Oh. Press enter to adjust settings. Okay. There's no way this is getting fixed without... If I go like that, can I zoom in there? Okay, I could see this being kind of cool in VR. So how do you move forward? Look around and zoom an arrow to proceed. Swimming downstream is dangerous and requires too much energy. I should follow a path. Okay, this is gonna take a bit to get used to here, maybe. Oh, this would probably actually be easier in VR, but... I mean, this looks really cool. That's the way it came from. Strange, a landmark, hopefully. That's the direction we came from. Thought I heard footsteps, but it's probably just my imagination. Okay, we can move. I didn't realize we could move the little aiming box there while we were zoomed in. This game's really small too, but it does look quite good. Another one with barbed wire around it. Wait. Is this some sort of animal trap? That's one of the dumbest fucking things I've ever heard. Wait, what is that? Dead decaying leaves everywhere. This island doesn't look like the most habitable of places. Well, it's probably fall, you donut. Why would someone hang a creepy looking black cloth like that? Bizarre. How bizarre. Support. Names and other markings too weathered to make out. I remember doing carvings like this with my son on his favorite tree back home. This is actually a pretty clever way to make a game, because you can just take like those 3D photos with like a lot of phones nowadays. And yeah, you just string some together, you set up some props. Like you just get a little bit of land to set this stuff up. This is probably just some hiking trail, you know? More than one cross in the ground usually means. See, they probably could have even kept using the same cross. It's not like you just move from spot to spot, set up the cross, set up your little props each time. Yeah. I'm figuring out how to develop games here, people. Here we go. Oh, what's this over here? Not too sure what creature's leg that is. Oh, it looks like there are predators about. I need to find shelter before it gets dark. That looks like a prosthetic leg. God, a human skull looks aged and decrepit. Form of a shallow grave? No, it's just a skull next to a tree. It's not a grave at all. Actually, it looks like a very pleasant walking path, to be completely honest. What's going on? A lot of stuff over here. We got a lantern. This hasn't been here long. Whoever left it is likely still around. Should let me take it. Yeah. Iron shackles, crusted with what can only be blood. I should stay calm. My exhaustion is making me imagine frightening scenarios. Your exhaustion? You walk like 100 feet. See, there's that thing we were looking at, that cloth. A noose tied to a glistening steel chain. Looks fresh, like it's only recently been placed. Well, because it has recently been placed. Finally, some life on the island. I'm so hungry that I wouldn't mind joining them in their little feast. Man, you're already thinking about eating birds? Been on this island for like 5 minutes. Dried blood coats the hook. Have assumed that these were being used by the hunters, but after all the other evidence I've seen, I begin to think otherwise. Hunters? We know there's hunters here? Did I miss anything? I don't see any other yellow dots. Unless there's one way up there. Oh. I do, I've always been a fan of black and white photography, so this is a really nice looking game. Oh, it's right. We got like a dead cat. Yeah, it's. Ha! Oh, that's funny. That looks like a cat from like a. All the guts are still inside. Some poor thing alive who'd do such a thing. Skinned alive. Yeah, that's like a Halloween store prop. I mean, that's cool. It's a free game on Steam. I can't be asking for too much, right? But it's actually pretty clever how they put this all together. Dead crow whose wings have been torn off. If I can't find some other meal, I'll come back and cook this. Beggars can't be choosers. Oh, poor little guy. Tears off a wing of a bird. I thought that was a person, but it's just another black cloth. Yeah. Let me follow the stream and see where it leads to. Because that'll have something to guide me along. Where the hell have I come? That's human hand flesh still on the bone, and these remains are fresh. Oh, that is a hand. Just looks like it's in a glove. Not sure this black cloth meant as a foreboding message, but I should press on. I'm dying of hunger. Man, people are always so fucking hungry in these games. I eat like one big meal a day usually. I'll have like a sandwich for lunch, coffee for breakfast, and then, you know, for supper I'll have a big meal right before I go to bed. Maybe I could build a raft using some of these broken tree branches after I get energy. You're really planning ahead here. The soap looks used like it's been here for a while. Small chunks of rotten flesh still remain on it. I have to be completely crazy to eat that, so I'm not too far from that thinking right now. Man, you're really just jumping to extremes here. Particular black cloth looks like a praying witch. Maybe I'm hallucinating, but it appeared to move. It's not loud. Does someone receive an abrupt, violent end here, or has my delirium got the best of me? Well, you don't know anything from what you just saw. Man-made path in the middle of the forest. I finally might be nearing civilization. This whole thing has been on a man-made path. Each time I see these, I get a strange feeling that they were once people. Because they are. Or they were. We've been following a path this whole time. It's probably just in, like... It looks like literally any hiking or walking path around any, like, forest or park. Just kind of look around here, eh? We're at the Wardwell house now. Path has led me to a clearing up around an old dilapidated house. Oh, if we actually get to look around like some old, like abandoned house, that'd be pretty dope. That's what I've always kind of liked about ghost hunting. Like those ghost hunting shows. I've actually, you know, like Phasmophobia, I've always kind of wanted to go on a ghost hunt. Oh, this is exciting. Get to look around this place. It's obvious that strange cult-like activities took place on this island in a previous era. Or you had like one crossing, you just brought it around and stuck it around for people to look at. Okay, what's going on up here? I wonder if you would build a house on this sinister island. I think about it later. For now, I really need to get rest. I mean, it looks like it could be overcast. I don't know. It's tough with the black and white, but it seems like it's still quite early in the day. Let's check out this old Wardwell house. Oh, they actually animated some stuff here. That's cool. Okay. Decapitated head of a horse. The eyes and innards of the head have been removed. The smell is sickening. Ooh, what's over here? Various rusted tools and chains scattered around. Nothing unusual here. Wait, nothing unusual? Kind of digging this, to be honest. Chainsaw covered... Oh, that is a chainsaw. Ha! Covered in blood. Looks like more than just trees are being cut with this. What a nightmare. Alright. Locked. So much for trying to go in through a side door. That's a side door? Motherfuckers ain't got no steps. Yeah, this is cooler than I thought it was gonna be, to be honest. Yeah, there we go. Oh, there still could be going on in here. I wonder if this is actually still that house. That'd be kind of cool. Painting of a gorgeous horse in his prime. Unfortunately, it looks the same as the one outside. The day planner contains entries for day-to-day errands and appointments. The last entry is dated 5 years ago. That horse hasn't been dead 5 years. What's going on here? I'm stunned. Immaculateness and opulence were not the impression I was expecting to have on the way in. Well, aren't you a bit of a judgmental stereotyper? Now let's go over here. I'll have a little smoke from my pipe. We got a whole whack of stuff to look at in here. Everything looks well maintained. Is someone still living here? Well, probably. They got some little people clothing. These uniforms look ancient. Seem like little children once lived here. Well, really, right next to this photo of these little children with, they don't have any faces. Well-groomed family. They look very rich. There's something else up here. According to the clock, today's date. According to the clock, today's date is September 21st. I can't believe that. I've been on the water for more than 5 weeks now. Okay, first of all, it's a clock. I remember my mom had a clock like this. And it had like a little spinning part on the bottom. So that it didn't need any power. But I don't remember it. Well, I mean, I guess you could have it keep track of the date as well. But you come across this old dilapidated building, you're just going to assume that that clock is right and you've been on the water for like 5 weeks. You're not going to assume, oh, maybe this old clock in this outdated house is maybe off. Let's just jump into assumptions left and right here. We already checked that. Oh, we haven't looked at that yet. This book looks like part of a series on the 17th century American history. Salem, Massachusetts, places in American history. Of course, Salem is where the witch burnings famously happened. The witch trials. Didn't I already check this? Oh no, this is a different thing.
You have 88 new messages. Playing message from 5 years ago.
Jacob, this is my final reminder about the upcoming board meeting. As CEO and chairman of the board, you are responsible to answer the charges leveled against you. The meeting will discuss how you squandered company funds on gambling. You have not attended a single meeting for months, and the board will also decide your future as chairman. Please respond. This is your company, and it faces huge problems.
I thought I heard someone walking upstairs. I think we might have an air freshener right there. Oh, we can go over here. Here, I'm actually gonna grab a beer, and I'll make sure that recording isn't garbage, and I'll be right back. All right, we're back. Oh, so many dots. Okay, well, let's start down here. Some of these photos have placards with dates and names. They appear to be family photos through multiple generations. Some of them are quite old. This fireplace has been used a great deal. There's a faint sensation of residual heat being given off. There's some liquor over here. Oh no, it's empty. Pages and pages of the head of household's diary entries. It looks like he suddenly shifted gears and focused on gambling above all else. And then he begins focusing on his family history and genealogy. His name is Jacob Wardwell. Oh, that's it. That's the name of the guy. And another thing of the horse there. That's the name of the house here. Who's this blurry motherfucker? See, with them blurring the faces and stuff like that, yeah, it's almost like they took a tour of like some landmark and made like a creepy story out of it. A diary next to a photo of an old man. Must be the previous patron of the family. Most entries discuss a hope for his son, Jake's ability to lead the company built into prosperity and remove the previously tarnished reputation of the Wardwell family. A painting depicting destruction caused by rising waves and storms. Claire wins Kentucky Derby. There's another one over here. Volume after volume on topics ranging from finance to probability to investing and even horse racing. This guy sure liked his numbers. Like making money. Texts on theology, mysticism, and ancient history. It's apparent that many more books are missing from the shelf than any others. Oh, that's what he was really into. He's into the occult. This house kind of reminds me of that house from Pacify, to be honest. Oh, you know, that game has a new level. I've been wanting to play it with Lanny. This table has an expanding middle section. Looks like a family sat here every evening sharing dinner. Would you eat in here? This doesn't... Is this the dining room? I guess you have to... Yeah, I guess. Why not? This is the last instrument I want to hear played right now. Oh, that's not a piano. That's a harpsichord, maybe? Or... Oh, it says organ over here. Yeah. Organs are one of the creepier instruments, although you can make some really beautiful music with it too. This fireplace is ornamental, and it's another expression of wealth as it's made of expensive marble with generous golden accents. At Claire's Triple Crown win. That horse must have been a real winner. It was coveted once. Now its head is on the floor. Maybe, we don't know. To my one and only true love, Catherine. From Jacob, okay. That looks like a familiar painting, actually. This frame reads Samuel Wardwell, May 16th, 1610 to September 22nd, 1692, Salem, Massachusetts. Did I look at all the stuff? What did I miss? Looked at that. Oh, I missed this thing. A very old and dusty chest. It's tightly locked. Like my butthole. I don't even know what I'm saying right now. Okay, let's keep going. So one thing I don't like about visiting like really old houses and shit like that, you know, like this kind of landmark kind of stuff. They got really tiny stairs. Like with modern stairs, I'm usually taking them 2 at a time. So you hit that shit where they got like 5-inch steps. It's like, wait, what are you doing? You trying to fuck with my brain here? Portrait of a Claire. This must have okay. Painting depicts a man being seduced into a forceman. Because you know your average step is actually 7.5 inches. I know you're probably like, Troy, well, you're measuring those in inches. You're Canadian. Yeah, well, because Canadian building supplies are mostly sold in the American Imperial shit. But anyway, 7.5 inches for rise. So they've done studies where like they move the level of a step like 2 millimeters up and 2 millimeters down. And it either has people stomping their feet or like just scuffing and tripping a lot. So, you know, people get used to that when you have like building codes, right? Oh, now we got a piano. I like pianos. Piano Sonata number 8 in C minor. By who? Oh my god. Huh. That was, you know, for a game like this, that's a nice little jump scare. I think we Maybe that's a security device, maybe a motion sensor. Oh, maybe they're trying to capture a ghost or figure out what it is. Like we do in Phasmophobia. I never did learn how to play chess. I'm more of a checkers person. I've always been decent at checkers, although it's mostly getting in defensive position, letting your opponent fuck up. That shirt looks freshly washed and ironed. Although now you guys know my play strategy for checkers, so I can't play you guys with it. You might just beat me. Or maybe this is all fake out. Anyways. What are we looking at now? Oh, we're just going straight upstairs? I don't think I've looked at these. The painting depicts a man being seduced into a forest by an enchanting witch. Another horse. Portrait of Eclair. This must have been made to commemorate its big derby win. Well, Eclair sounds delicious and cream-filled. Okay, let's get up here. A lot of decorations here actually really do remind me of that level in Pacifier. I'm bullshitting with you guys. Evidence of well-traveled family. These vases look exotic and expensive. Vases or vases? I don't know. I like to say vases. A letter addressed to Jacob Wardwell by his wife, who says that she will return in 1 week for the rest of her things to... Wait, collect the children. Okay. Take the fucking kids. I don't care. What's going on over here? Several horse racing trophies. That horse must have earned its keep. Yep. It's a real donut. What is that down there? Okay, now I know it is for sure. Okay, look right here. We have pole. We have a pole with like, oh, maybe like a little... And then you got another pole over here. They'd have this sectioned off with a rope, I'm sure. Like some sort of velvet rope or something to stop people. You got like a display case here. Nothing in it. Maybe they just pulled it out. Yeah, I think I figured it out. It's so tempting, but this house has raised my curiosity, so I'll look around first. Photos from decades past. It looks like someone was searching through this family's background for something. We got a couple creepy dolls. Most dolls are creepy, but especially these types. The cloth on the arms and middle sections look worn like they've seen. They can carry... Okay, yeah. More evidence of the children. They're dusty. Yeah, what's going on here? Portrait of Ella and Ava Wardwell. Alright. See, when you have, like, I don't know, a lot of mixed time periods here. What's that? It's like a metal bracket that's, like, trying to hold the wall together. Did I already look at this bed? I thought I already looked at the bed. It's so tempting with this house. Yeah, I know I did. Oh, I'm missing this up here. Are those scratches on the ceiling? Yeah, probably some painting didn't work out so well. Oh, you can just skip ahead already. What's going on here? Oh, because I've already looked at all these things. Okay, that makes sense. I know I'm kind of being a bit of a smartass, but I'm, like, legitimately enjoying this. I think this is a pretty clever idea. And I mean, it's a free game. What am I going to bitch about? It's getting late, but I'm in no rush to leave, since I doubt anyone is living on a secluded island. This part of the photo looks like it was done at an angle. And then it feels like it gets straight over here. I wonder if, like, while they were doing the 3D thing and it turned over here, Like they turn their elbow. I don't know. Maybe that's just my feeling. It just feels like... Maybe it's just the viewpoint. Nicely tailored tuxedo, although I see several red stains on it. Even better bed. It's done. This will be my new bedroom for the next few days. Oh. Do I hide? Oh. I was gonna hide underneath the bed. This music actually has me on edge here. Did I miss it? That actually made me a little nervous. It would be funny if they added in like a fail state with things like that. Like if you look at the wrong spot, like you could at the wrong time, like maybe you trigger whatever the killer was there. I mean killer. We don't. Whoever is here went down that hall. I've got to find somewhere to hide downstairs. Okay. Better leave. I don't want to get caught. Okay. See, right there, with both of those things, you could have added different paths and then made the story take longer with, like, maybe, like, fail states with those, you know what I mean? Oh. Thank goodness I got out. I don't know who that was, but I'd rather not find out. But, I mean, it is just like a free little game on Steam, and I'm just pissing around for fun on getting close to Halloween here. Beginning to get dark. Oh, this point of view is a little... I have to drag my feet to the boat. Maybe I can patch it up with some of the fallen tree branches near it. Thing about being back on water management, the sun must be... Oh, what? Was I already on the water for that long? And I just... It came from over there, I think, so I should be going this way. Been completely alone for a week, so the resources can make a man go crazy. One hallucination, I saw the waves rise as high as skyscrapers, and they came crashing down upon me. When I came to my senses, the water was serene and peaceful. Can my luck get any worse? It's about to start raining any minute. How will my broken boat handle a storm? I do appreciate the sound effects. I mean, I don't know how you could fake rain in something like this, but... Oh, I'm back. I'm back at the house. There's a plot twist. Oh, a whole nother chapter. It's too cold outside and the rain is getting heavier by the minute. I can't risk getting hypothermia by staying outside. I'm supposed to go inside the house and don't mind it. Okay. This game still got some surprises for me. At least they turned the lights on. Yeah, look at all that display. Look at those display cases over there.
You have 87 new messages. Playing message from 5 years ago.
Hello, Jacob.
Wouldn't it be funny if it actually had 87
I wanted to speak
messages
face to face, but since you didn't show up in the mean, it's with the utmost regret. I have to tell you that you're fired effective immediately, and the board has elected me the new chairman and CEO of Wardwell Industries. Your actions have brought this company to its knees, but I will try my best to restore the once great name that your father built. Oh, and say hi to Kathy for me.
I have these same like clear plastic display things on my counter at work. Ha! That's funny. It's full of like pamphlets. Yeah, this is like literally like some like tourist attraction. It's cool that they like did this. Like it's pretty clever. I'm actually quite impressed with what they did with it. Very old newspaper clipping from the Salem Gazette from what must have been one of its first years in publication in 1791. The reporter is writing about the aftermath of the Salem witch trials, which were near their 100-year anniversary. Looks like many victims' family members were financially compensated, but money can't replace the dead. That is true. I've been locked in. I can't get it open, no matter how hard I try. We got another thing here. Diary entry by Jacob Wardwell, 5 years ago. That familiar dark sensation has again been growing in me. I can hear his voice in my head, leading me to unimaginable acts I have fought for years, but alas. But alas! Here, can we get another? Answer machine is inoperable. Okay. There's no phone attached. Hey. Is there never a phone there? I don't know. Time-worn documents with illustrations that are horrific. A bull's head on a man's body. A woman being crushed with a pile of treasure that is increased in weight on top of her, one coin at a time, while she looks up at what's happening to her in agony. The back of the document is signed by Samuel Wardwell. Well, that is quite odd, I will say. That is quite a bizarre thing to have happen. The diary wasn't open to this page when I left it. Grandfather came to me in a dream last night, the same dream of him being led for execution. But this time he smiled to me as the noose was tied around his neck, knowing our pact had been sealed. This old man's eyes have a steady toughness to them. His expression sends a chill down my spine. Yeah, he makes me pretty horny too. What's going on down here? It's like there's a deep stench of something rotting inside. I'd rather not even try opening it. They're like making stuff out of this nice little like end table ottoman looking thing. So why you hate on that so much? Like, out of all the things in this house, you can make something out of. Well, I thought I heard someone speak there for a second. An ancient-looking cutout that reads, "When the full moon riseth and the tide is high, gratify the Lord and endue upon thyself eternal blessings." Signed by Samuel Wardwell. Well, who else would have signed it? Like, what an egomaniac, right? We're back here again. This will just go over here. Okay. Books on the occult and paganism. A bookmark is on the chapter about the faith's vision of hell. It's chilling how similar this house is to its description. A valley where people and animals were sacrificed, the entrance to which was littered with human remains. Just kind of want to take a look around here. Somebody's... It's probably their work uniform hanging out. You know, at one point in history, like, this would have been, like, really, like, just the most impressive kind of, like, architecture and shit. And just, like, so clever. But just through, like, way times progress and styling changes, it looks fucking haunted. Like, it does look haunted. You know what I mean? It's just, you know, just stylings change. You know? There's no ghost here. It's just old and looks old. But old stuff dies. Eventually they'll be saying that about our dwellings. Note by Jacob Wardwell. And so it ends, or it begins. They screamed and wailed as the blaze devoured them, and yet I had no feelings. I will fulfill his destiny, something my weak father never could. Go back to the room with the little rope there. Page from Ella Wardwell's diary. How could you do this to my cat, father? Seeing her burned alive has left a scar in my mind that will remain forever. Yeah, that's fucked up. This is my last diary entry dedicated to you. Someone who did such a horrific thing can not be my father. Yeah, that'd be enough for me to completely disown someone. That is some fucked up shit. Like I'm taking some like big moral stance here. Yeah, I'm against burning cats alive. Yeah, anybody's fucking against that. Oh, what is this? The fucking creepy doll room? Oh, look at this one on the chair down here in the corner. I can't even like zoom in. It doesn't let me look back. Ah. Now this shit creeps me out, like big time. All these dolls look so realistic. It almost wants to move. No, they don't look realistic, but they look fucking creepy as shit. Dolls like this must be a voodoo doll of some sort because it's filled with rusted nails and needles. Well, voodoo dolls don't usually have like ceramic or porcelain heads on it. These areas... Give me a description. Oh. It locked behind me. What the hell's happening? Strike presses. Okay. Let me go down the stairs. Can I go down the stairs, please? I want to go down the stairs. Why wouldn't it let me go down the stairs? Oh! My head is throbbing and I'm on the brink of insanity. This really can't be happening. Oh, I just didn't look the right direction. I didn't see... I just wanted to go down the stairs. I'm like, I'm not fucking around with no dolls. Murderous tools scattered around the floor. Deranged, demented, psychopath lives here. Okay, maybe the guy just, you know, has to clip hedges. And, fuck, I have a hatchet. I have a hatchet in the trunk of my car right now. It's just where I keep my camping supplies. You never know. It's another chapter. Holy shit, I'm gonna have to grab another beer. With whatever life I have left in me, I need to make... What life is... You haven't even got attacked yet. Oh, well, that doll part did kind of freak me out there. Okay, let's, finish this bad boy here. Although we're probably gonna get hypothalmia. Which one am I supposed to be looking here? Well, I figured up this way, but... Thank God I'm out of that place. Oh no, there's dogs. There's dogs on the island. Sounds like my neighbor's dog. I hear footsteps. Seems like there are wild dogs on this island. So in this darkness, it's hard to see what's going on. I feel so weak that I'll be easy prey for any predator. No, no. My neighbor's Cocker Spaniel's gonna get me. Got to muster up the energy I've got left to get the hell out of this place. Oh, they do make it sound closer. I'm going this way. Well, that sound effect got intense. Reminds me of that sound effect in Star Trek Bridge Crew when there's a cloaked vessel around. The footsteps have stopped. Whatever was following me seems to have retreated. It didn't retreat, it stopped moving. You'd still hear footsteps if it was retreating, they'd just be going the opposite way, wouldn't they? Man, I should be like a detective. I can see moonlight shimmer in the water. Looks like I'm finally close to my boat. I can see moonlight shimmering. Huh. Was that... Huh. Oh, my boat's gone! Storm must have swept away. Huh. Oh. I got horsed! Oh, I thought that was the end. Oh my god. The detail. They had birds? Look at that, fancy. Oh, does that mean I died? I died to horse guy with the chainsaw? See, look at that. Voice acting. There's voice acting in that? Most expensive horse sold. Horse bought by famed industrialist Jacob Wardwell. Wardwell, I can't even talk. Being money reaching the company and resigns. I have lost my Aunt Claire for Larry Lockburn. My sweet sake in 2 months. And Wardwell announced that Claire will compete. Jacob Wardwell buys island. Location to remain undisclosed. The chairman and CEO of Wardwell Industries bought himself a large island newspaper as one privacy firm. My family is magnificent place. Work has already started on a house we are building there, and location remains a secret, though there are hints coast of Massachusetts. Well, I won't go into that. Our family and sister I won't disclose the location. Claire continues losing streak. Wardwell's prize horse costs him fortune. Bedtimes continue for Claire and her owner, Jacob Wardwell. Claire has not been able since a foot injury a year ago, and she continues to lose. Mr. Wardwell paid the highest sum ever to buy Claire, but she and his farm dwindled after gambling massively. Wardwell in this Boston, but is now said to be in deep financial distress. They recently joke status. Wardwell mansion burns down, the whole family dead. Jake, but if it burnt down, what were we walking through? The famous Wardwell mansion, which has been a staple at Andover for decades, burned down a massive blaze until morning. Charred remains. Catherine found authorities still searching business tycoons, but faced financial problems for the past several years. All because of that fucking horse. Many years later. Oh. Apparently after a nuclear apocalypse, oh, did it burn down after we were there? We're going up this path to the house here, right? Oh, I gotta look up more here. After all these years of searching, could this finally be the island I've been looking for? So they just turned up their saturation for this stuff. What is this? This must be spring, because there's green leaves. But nothing. Yeah, this must be like early spring. Oh, I thought I saw somebody down there for a second. I've been searching more than 20 years. Dad, I hope you're still alive. This reminds me of the music from that game, Dead Secret. I played the first Dead Secret. Oh, man, there's the second Dead Secret. I should actually play that. Oh, that's the end? Right there? Thank you for playing. If you enjoyed, please rate it on Steam so we can make similar experiences in the future. Alright guys, well that was a different experience. It actually surprisingly had me on edge a few times there. It's just like with the sound effects and stuff like that, they managed to do a few decent little jump scares in there. It was a clever way to make a game, you know, with the 360 photo kind of bullshit where you can look around. I mean, I swear they just have like access to like some like landmark building where, because there were like display case and stuff like that. But anyways, I talked about that throughout the whole gameplay there. But yeah, it's a fun little experience, and you know it's free, so go give it a go. If you have VR, it's $1.29. I didn't feel like spending the money on the VR because I was actually supposed to be playing that other game tonight, and then all my plans fell through. So, anyways, give the game a go if you want, and if you don't do it. Anyways, happy Spooktober. Peace out, keep it real, and see you fuckers around.
That I used to love.